All right. I should be live. All right, in this stream, I'm just going to be getting straight into it. I know it's been a while since I've streamed, but I'm going to try to be streaming every single day for at least 2 hours. I'm going to try to keep the time somewhere in the afternoon. Ooh, I get a game against Domino. Interesting. All right. He's playing the Slav defense. This is fine. I think I don't have to take. I'm gonna try to keep the time somewhere in the afternoon. So I'm just gonna develop my knights. There's always this tendency that they can take and play for b5, but a4 is always strong. I can still take now, but I'll bring my knight to f3. Yeah, he comes here, which is not a good move because I have queen b3 putting pressure on this weak pawn, and he takes. Do I even have to take? Hold on a second. Do I have to respond to this? Because I can take here, and I'm attacking his rook, his hanging rook. Wait a second. I'm not even sure if I have to respond to this. If I take, his rook is hanging and his bishop is hanging, but his bishop is on the same line here. There's no way for him to sort of defend the rook with the bishop because of the two pawns. And let's say he tries to trap my queen with like queen two. No, that wouldn't even work either. Okay, I think he made a mistake. Oh, he has this. Oh, okay, yes. I did not see that. Oh, okay, that is it's not too bad, but like I don't even think this is that bad for me, and I'll tell you why. His knight is blocking his queen. I can just grab this pawn, but then there's here, so I'm a bit reluctant. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one first. I can also castle, but I'm not so afraid of not castling here. I'm going to take this pawn. Now, if he hits me, now I'll come here. And like, see, this is exactly the reason why I don't think this is that good for black. I mean, he does have this desperado, but at the end of the day, this bishop is lined up just perfectly to put pressure on your D and your C pawn and where this rook is standing. And like my king is a little bit open, but he is just safe. Like you don't even have this check. There is no check actually, because I just block and I get to castle in one move. So this is not the kind of advantage that black would have thought it would give to him. Now when he takes my knight, how do I want to take? I think I'll take with the queen. Yeah, I think that's best. Because if he goes pawn to d6, I still threaten to take the rook. And if he goes knight to f6, I trade queens. Hmm, interesting. He comes here, which is another mistake. So he's basically saying you can't. What about bishop to f4? Bishop to f4, now he would take. Everything about this is still wrong, actually. Wait, this is not good. If I take, oh, he'll take with the e pawn. Okay, okay, I get it. He'll take with the e pawn. Okay, so I can just castle straight up. I can just castle. That's fine. Bishop to f4, threatening this. He'll take, and I'll take, and the threat is gone. But now he gets pawn to e6 again. So if I just castle, he'll take, and I can take with the bishop, but I still think taking with the queen is best. He gets pawn to e6, and I get like queen to b5, maybe, not too sure. Uh, hmm. This bishop to f4 idea, he has to take here, here. Wait, wait, wait. But if I take my knight, he has here. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to castle. I'm just going to castle. I'm not seeing any gainful advantage. Oh, hello there. I'm not seeing any gainful advantage from going bishop f4 right now. He takes. Yeah, I was saying, I think it's still best to take with the queen. But if I take with the bishop, though, now my king is castle, so this is different. And e6, there's bishop to here, then there's rook to c7, though. And that's actually quite strong. Um, I'm going to take with my queen. I think it's still best to take with my queen. I have some here. Queen to b5. With ideas of here. And preventing him from castling straight up, because if he castles, he'll hang his knight. So I kind of like my position. I'm up a pawn. Black is behind in development, and it's actually going to have some little issues with his castling. Okay, he does. Yeah, I was looking at this, and if I come here, he has here, but I threaten this pawn. And 2 pawns while I'm ahead in development is actually a lot. It's actually a lot. Hold on, guys. If I get this pawn, he might just be lost. 2 pawns while I'm up development is a lot, actually. It is a lot. This is quite a lot. Yeah, I was thinking he has to do the same thing. But don't I just have bishop to c6? And who defends the knight? Maybe the rook? The rook isn't defending much. I can come here, hitting the queen, hitting the rook, sorry. And that looks like a very strong move. There's no bishop to d6 because of here. Yeah, I like this. I like this very much. Does he have queen to b4? Oh, is that the idea? No, this is not. This is a mistake. Bishop to d6 is wrong. I'm not sure how wrong it is, but I think it's a little wrong. Because if he takes, I get this with check now. Yeah. And I have this pawn to e6, kicking this bishop. Yeah, I think black is in a little bit of trouble now. Because I get this rook fc1. I'm not sure if I want to. What? I need to just come back. What is the idea? Oh, if I take here, there's this check. Oh, look at that. And he'll take. Oh, wow, I missed this. Okay. Okay. Oh, look at that. Ah, fancy stuff. Fancy stuff, eh? Fancy stuff. That's one of the things about going for these tricks. Mm. Okay. He takes, and honestly, I'm really not liking this. But it's not so bad because it still hasn't castled. It's not so bad because it still hasn't castled. Can I just come here and like ignore it? If I come here, he still has here. So I'm gonna take. I missed this resource, but it's not all that bad. It's not all that bad at all. Because his king still hasn't castled. And he still has some weaknesses. So it's not all too bad. Of course, my king is pretty much in shambles. Yeah, I don't think this is that bad. He steps out here. It's not what I expect. I'll tell you that. If I go queen to c5, there's queen to d5 check. Interesting. Okay. What about here? And if he takes, I come here. Or here. Okay, should I just bring this rook or come here? I don't like moving my queen out here yet. So what do I want to do then? D4. If I come here, or here, I'm gonna go queen to D3. Sacrifice this pawn. Okay, he doesn't bite. I have pawn to E4, and he's gonna slide back. But I don't think his king is so safe just yet. I don't think his king is so safe being on G7. I don't think his king is all that safe, to be honest. Yeah, and this is the wrong rook. I should have gone rook A to D1. He grabs this pawn, though, but I don't know. Is it worth it? Is it worth grabbing this pawn while your king is still on F6? I don't know. Yeah, I don't like the way black is doing this. Is it worth it to grab that pawn while your king is still like this? Oh, I missed this. Oh, but he gave it to me again. Yeah, that's the thing though. That B pawn is a poison pawn. And especially with your king this undefended, going to grab pawns is not very good. I think rook to H1 is even wrong. I should have gone queen to C3 immediately. But there's that. Mm, don't I just have here? What's the idea? Your rook still hangs. I mean, I do. I do not see the idea. Your rook hangs. Oh, he takes here. Guy, open your eyes now. Fever, open your eyes, bro. Jesus. Well, he blunders it. Wait, is this actually even a blunder? Because he's threatening this checkmate. Guys, what am I doing? Honestly, like, what am I doing? I'm cooked, aren't I? I am cooked. All kinds of cooked. You can still take this pawn. Hmm. Yeah. And now he's hitting this rook and this one. Yeah, this is not going to last. Yeah, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. Yeah, I'm cooked. Gosh, and he played so bad in the opening. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I allowed this. Look at this, bro. He played so bad in the opening. Uh, Alright, wait, no, hold on. Let me quickly go through that again. I can't believe I allowed that. Damn, unfortunately, I end up losing that. Oh, that's wild. Okay, when did my Wi-Fi get this bad? When did my Wi-Fi get this bad? I'm not even doing this. I'm not doing all that. I'm not waiting for that game review. Let's just do this the old-fashioned way. I don't know, Chess.com needs to fix their game reviews. So this was just the casual semi-staff defense. Oh, it wasn't even Queen B3 is the second best move. And that's just it. I'm just winning. Straight up from the opening. For me to take. And yeah, that's kind of hard to do, no? That's kind of hard to do. The rook hands. Hmm. Ah, there's this. Okay. They wanted me to go back to B7. Ah, nah, this was not it. I didn't need to go for this tactic. Yeah. Nah, this was not it. Everything about this was just bad. Yeah. Even this that I thought I had. Now this is just bad. Okay, this is just bad. Everything about it was just bad. Everything about that game was just bad. Alright, I get a game against a 2255 rated player. Look at me in the trenches of the 2200 range. Okay, I'm just gonna move my queen. So this is all normal. He's just going to take space. And he goes bishop to e2. That is not normal. It's not very good. Usually the bishop is on d3 or c4. And he goes bishop to e3. Okay, so my opponent is freestyling. He's freestyling this Scandinavian defense. Huh. Goes queen to d2. Okay, I think that now that is wrong. this is wrong. You can't just rush like this to long castle. I get it. He wants to go for a big fight really quickly, but an a3 here is already losing, I think. You can't just rush like this. This you can't just play like this. And I think already he has to play an obscure move like, yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Because I already have stuff like this, bishop to e4. And the idea is to get a knight on e4. And if I can get a knight on the e4 square, I think I'm straight up already winning. He's attacking my bishop, but his rook is undefended, so he cannot take. And exactly, I've gotten what I wanted now. Alright, now let me just continue my development. Wait, hold on. I just had, okay, technically. Okay, now I have knight to d5. I thought I had knight to d5 before. No, I never had knight to d5. Okay. Okay, and now I get this bishop, but I don't need to take this bishop just yet. Can come here. I will develop this knight. I don't have to take this bishop just yet. If he castles, either way, now I will cash in on this knight. Okay, I think this is horrible, by the way. Long castles here is atrocious. It's absolutely atrocious. I'm going to take with the knight, preserve my bishop a little. Yeah, no, I think this is absolutely atrocious. Because now you have to take with your queen. And this endgame, ladies and gentlemen, will always be good for black. I'm just gonna long castle here. Sit. He's attacking this pawn. I can push it, but that would cause light square weaknesses, and a lot of them. So I'm actually just going to go rook to g8, an unusual move. You usually don't want to keep your rook this passive, but it's better than going pawn to g6 and allowing all of this drama. So obviously he wants to go pawn to d5. So I'm going to go knight to e7, disallowing that. This endgame is starting to not even look that bad for black. Interesting. Okay, now I'm looking at h6 to go for g5 or f6. I'll go with h6. f6 makes some weaknesses. And he goes pawn to d5 anyway. So his idea is he's getting this pawn, but I think that too is also wrong. Yes, I believe this is also wrong. He is not, in fact, getting this. Oh, okay, I get it. So he's saying if I take, he'll take here and he'll take. But I think this is also bad because I have rook to g2 in the end. Now I think about it, actually, he does have rook to f5, which is actually very. Oh, he didn't go for rook to f5. Oh, I think that's a mistake. I mean, it's all equal, but it is. I don't know. Is this all equal? That's the question. Is this actually all equal? Because I don't think I can just push my f pawn the same way he's pushing his h pawn. That is interesting. Okay, let me just get my king out. Yeah, that's the thing. I can't just push the f pawn the way he's pushing the h pawn. Okay, he's doing this now. I think now I can't push the F pawn because now he gives me a check. My king comes here. Okay, I'm a bit surprised he's still pushing this pawn. Wait, could this pawn? Okay, he comes out in time. Could come here, but no need for that. This is panning down to a draw, guys. Yeah, this is looking like it's going to be a draw. And if I try to push this one, he just gets this. Alright, I'm going to take. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to win this. And he has 7 minutes on time on his clock, so it's not going to be an easy flag. Not at all. Okay, how am I going to do this? Chat? Uh, yeah, I'm going to accept the draw. I'm not seeing how I'm going to win this. Exactly, because he has this. I don't know, maybe I should have pressed on. Because his pawns are splitted up. But I'm genuinely not going to waste my energy on that. Will I do a game review? No, I won't actually. Oh no. Oh, oops. Oh my goodness. Did I just. Are you serious? Oh my god. Sorry guys, I mistakenly closed the browser. Okay. I'm just going to get to another game. There was pretty much nothing going on there. But I was sure for a second I had the advantage there. Do I want to go back? No, I will not. I get a game against a 2291 rated player from Russia, and he goes for the Benoni. All right, I'm gonna go knight to c3. I'm gonna decline the Benoni gambit, guys. I will, in fact, decline this gambit. Is quite a positional way to refute this gambit. It's all fine as far as your opponent knows how to play this. I mean, as far as your opponent is comfortable playing this, it's all fine. He en passant. Interesting. Why would you do that? Maybe he wants to get his knight here. Ah, that is a way to play. Yeah, that is indeed a way to play. Yeah. Okay, so your knight is getting here, but it's not doing much. And I am getting this e4 push. I am actually, which is very strong. But right now, I don't think it's strong enough. So let me go rook f2 e1 so I can get this push going off. If you're there, say hi in the chat or something. Or type anything. Or subscribe. Mm. It goes back. Interesting. Doesn't want to allow e5 just yet. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah. I don't. Queen to e2 doesn't really allow e5. Yeah, there are some tricks, but nah, I'm not about that. I don't like queen to c2 because of knight to b5. Mm. Knight to b3, there's knight to b4. And then what? Bishop to f4. I don't like this either. I don't like a lot of things. Queen to a4. Knight to b4. Here. Oh no, I hang my queen. Okay, maybe I'll try to reroute this knight over here. Okay, that looks solid. That looks solid actually. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try to reroute this knight. Yeah, and get it on b4. But this rook is blocked. And he can take the knight. Wait, no, I think that would be bad if he does. Yeah, I think it would be quite bad if he takes. Okay, I can come here. I can also come here, queen to e2 defending. Which I actually like. Wait. Okay, no, there's no take and knight coming here. I can come here, but then he can take. Yeah, I don't like this. I will come here to defend the pawn. Yeah, and he's just gonna put some pressure. Ooh, wait. Uh, allowing pawn to e5. He hangs this pawn, which could be solid. Hold on. Wait, if I take, oh, he can take with his knight. No, he can't, because I sacrifice. Yo, I think he made a slight mistake. If I take here, can he take here with his root knight? I take. He takes. No, it's a check. This is a check. So if I take here, he has knight here, and yeah, and my rook hangs. There is no take because he takes my rook. Okay, so that doesn't work. Okay, then now I have to come here defending, which I originally didn't like. But since he gives me pawn to wait, what? Why would you do that? Oh, so if I go pawn t5 now, my d pawn is weak. Okay, that's one way to handle that. On the bright side, I have bishop paired, though, but these knights are harassing me. Uh, yeah, he's putting some pressure on this pawn. I want to just come back and over defend. I can come here. Wait, oh, he wants to play pawn to c4, attacking this. I can go bishop to e3 to stop that. And my queen defends this pawn. Yeah, so if he wants to play pawn to c4, he needs to defend this knight first. And now I have developed this bishop. Now I can consider going rook to a1 to win this pawn. I should be careful because this bishop would skewer both rooks if I were to hang this pawn. He goes queen to g4. Does he want to take here? Could be an idea. How could I even stop that? Knight here hangs this pawn. Knight here, my queens see each other. I don't know. I don't really think it's much of a threat if he wants to take this pawn. Like I have a lot of moves. I have here, for example, my queen sees the queen, and wait, he only has here. Doesn't f4 trap his queen? Oh no, it doesn't. Kind of, yeah, he has here. I don't know. I don't think this is good for him. I'm going to ignore it and go rook to e1. I don't think him taking this pawn is good for him. I could be wrong though. Oh, I may be wrong. Interesting. Yeah, I thought this wasn't very good. And I have pawn to f4, I think. Oh, the queen is threatening here. Interesting. So now if I move this knight, it's threatening here. Ah, that's annoying. I mean, he's going to take there. And my queen hangs. Hold on. Perhaps pawn to f4 was not needed. Hmm. Wait, hold on. This is actually quite bad. Wait, this is bad actually. Ugh, I always go and do this. I was thinking I have here, but I don't. Because he can sacrifice his queen for this rook. Hmm. Can I come here then? He takes. That doesn't work either. Oh, guys, I'm in trouble. I am in trouble. Oh, wait, this is just lost. Because he has knight to c2 also. Wow, this is something else. He also has knight to c2 forking. Oh, this is all kinds of lost. Wow, this is something else. If I move my queen anyway, he has knight to c2. This is something else. Yeah, I'm cooked actually. Mm. Yeah, I'm very cooked. Can also just take the two rooks for the queen. No, he doesn't get two rooks for the queen. Here there's and I'm lost every which way. Yeah, this is lost. And if I come here, oh shit. If I went with this rook, this bishop now hangs. That's it. I'm gonna be down a piece. If I take, he takes, and if I take, he takes my rook, and if I move my knight, he goes back, and I'm down a piece. Wait, no, his knight is trapped. Yeah, his knight is trapped, isn't it? He's trapped, too. His knight is trapped. Plus 5, how is it plus? Oh, he's up 2 pawns. His knight is kind of trapped. And I have some pressure here. Okay, this is not completely lost. Look at me about to resign. Okay, this might be completely lost. Because now he escapes. And, I mean, I get 2 pieces. Do I even get 2 pieces? No, I don't. Because I'm already down a piece. So I'm just going to be down the exchange. Wow. Hmm. Okay, let me try this. To hit this knight. And this knight here is the one that's paralyzed now. Because, oh, guys. And wherever I move this bishop, this knight will just take. Oh man. Yeah, this is Raps, guys. This is Raps. Alright, this is Raps. This Benko Gambit stuff is pretty tough actually. This Benko Gambit stuff is not all that simple. I need to find something serious against this. I think I'll just start going knight to f3, the anti-Benoni. I think that's straight up what I'm just going to start doing. You want me to go a3 immediately? Why? What if you go something like a4, knight bd2, apparently. That's the, and then what? Like, something like d6. c5. Are we being real? And if you take e4, so this is very good because of all these weaknesses. Interesting. Well, I do not know this line all that much. Supposed to go b3 here now to match this. Interesting. Interesting. e5 immediately. Huh. Oh, that doesn't work. Interesting. And e5 is not it. And Passon is also wrong. Again, pawn to e5. Again. They even like this queen to e2 idea. But knight to b1, they don't like. Knight to b1 is a move. h4. Bishop to f1, not queen to e2. That's the only move. Yeah. Oh, he did wrong. He did it wrong. Yeah, this was nice. Oh, I have to actually acknowledge this threat. Oh, I have to acknowledge it. Oh, this is actually dangerous. Yeah, it was. It was dangerous. Yeah, I was just lost. Yeah, I was just lost. Yeah. And I just lost. Wow. Hmm. Kazakhstan. I'm gonna go Queen's Gambit declined. This is all normal. I like to play this variation because I get a slightly positional advantage. I like to take. I don't want to allow him to play this pawn to b5 stuff. Still goes for it. Huh. Get the feeling this is not very good. I'm gonna bring my rook here. Target this backwards pawn. Wait, don't I have the immediate pawn to oh. He comes here and I come back here. This pawn is a threat here. How does he defend this pawn? Does he go pawn to c6? Oh, this is serious. Do I need to go for it right now? He does have bishop to d6. Okay, okay, yeah, he has bishop to d6. I'm gonna go bishop to e2. It's a little bit better than bishop to d3 because there's always c5 here. Oh, he goes knight here now. Okay, now this a4 b4 stuff won't even work because he has pawn to c5. Okay, I'm gonna safeguard this bishop, and now I believe I can take because I don't want him to get pawn to c5 or pawn to b5. And also this leaves him with an isolated pawn. I will blockade this pawn. It's always good to blockade an isolated pawn. Now he goes queen to d2. Alright. Let's improve this bishop. He wants to bring a rook here to support his weak. Interesting. Oh. He wants to prevent me from going knight to a4. Interesting. Is this even good? I don't see why this is good, because now I just move my bishop and I get knight to f4. Although he does get knight to, yeah. This pawn is weak. Can't really come after it because of this bishop. Okay, should I just continue with my idea of knight to f4? Maybe. I will. Goes pawn to h6. Interesting. Maybe he wants to go for pawn to g5. I don't like this, however he does it. He's hitting my bishop. And also he wants to take and bring another rook. Interesting. Give me the b6 square though, but I think safeguarding this bishop is of importance, because I don't want him to take like this and ruin my pawn structure. Even though my rook will be open, he will open my f file. I think it's still detrimental. Oh, I don't have queen to b6 because there's knight here. Interesting. Okay, this pawn 1 2 3 1. Okay, that is fine. I can trade. Can go here, queen to d3. But that's actually strong. I like queen to d3. Or queen to e2. Queen to d3 or queen to e2. Queen to e2, there's rook f to e8. And now I just get a knight to c5. But there's here though. There's queen to f5. Oh, that is nice. That is nice that I have this. I have that resource. What is this? He's hitting my rook. Okay, I can just come here. Can I sacrifice? Nah. Just keep it simple. Let me bring this rook to the d file, activating it. Oh, he needs to be careful. There are some serious threats. If he doesn't actually, even if he trades queens with me, there are some serious threats in the position. Like for me to take and take this pawn. This d pawn is under a lot of fire, and this bishop to a6 move didn't really help the position, because it just helped me bring out my rook to put more pressure on this d pawn. Okay, he just comes back. Interesting. Can I sacrifice? The queen will take. And if I take, he'll take this bishop. If I take, this knight will take. And if I come here, he'll take. So hold on a second. If I take, this knight will come here, and I will take, rook will take, and I will come here, threatening the bishop, threatening this pawn. And this should be winning. One, two, wait. Is there back rank? If I take, he takes. If I take, he takes. And if I take, there's back rank checkmate. Look at that. There indeed is back rank checkmate. So I'll go pawn to g4, but now there's ay. I didn't see there was back rank checkmate. I would have gone pawn to g4 first. Now he has knight to b6, and my threat does not stand anymore. Okay, that is annoying. 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Oh my days, that is perplexing. That's very perplexing. Wow. Hmm. And now he has here. I have to come back to stop any rook to c2 ideas. I mistimed it. I mistimed it. Now he's asking my knight where it's gonna go. Look at that. Alright, let's go back. Reroutes to e5. But now he gets knight to c5 on this pawn. Hmm. Interesting. Knight to e4. Hmm. So now there's no here. Hmm. I do have knight to f5 again. Hmm. You have knights here hitting this pawn, but he'll push. So that's a resource for later. I don't like here. I don't like takes either. Yeah, there's f6. Perhaps I should come here and trade rooks. Yeah, that doesn't look so bad. I'll just king to g2. I'll go for this, just improve my position slightly. He goes here, bishop here. Okay, now I want to come here and trade off this bishop. Do I though? Do I? I don't know. Let me come here. If he wants to play pawn to f6, I honestly don't mind, because now it's like, okay, he does this. Okay, that's interesting. If I take, his idea is to take like this. If I take, he takes. And I take. Huh. If I take, why doesn't he take? Because I come here. If I take, he takes. And I take. And his pawn takes. What about take? And here. What if his rook takes? Then what's the point? Yeah. What about knight to b5? There is no knight to d6 though. Oh, I hung that. Jesus. I don't know what's going on today. I'm just playing so bad. This is unreal. I'm just playing so bad. This is crazy. Oh, and I'm just lost because this pawn just goes. Wow, this is. Oh, goodness. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Is this even right? I should just go a3. Ignore whatever he wants to do. Bishop to e2 is best, apparently. Hmm. This is all fine. Before I didn't see that. Should have. Oh, doesn't have that. Knight to a4. Are these guys being real? And this is +1. What's this? Why is this +1? Oh, of course. So knight f4 is not even the idea. It's not. It's not the idea. I should have come back to trade off this knight. This is +1. What's the difference? Oh, this. Oh, because the bishop doesn't have here. Guys, oh, that's so true. The bishop has to come somewhere like here. And the pawn just hangs. I beg. Alright, so I'm going to play the Caracan this time. And I'm going to play this sort of French defense setup. I like to play this setup instead of the normal. What is this? What's pawn to a3? Maybe the idea is to go to take and go here. But this falls. I don't get it. Maybe I should take. I would say I kind of like this. I like this as I don't have the problem of the bad light square bishop. Hmm. Okay, he wants to take my bishop. That mind. I don't know. Why not? I will trade, of course, and I'll go pawn c6. Hmm. He goes knight to c3. Knight to b5 could be an idea. Not a very good one. He's threatening here, but I just have knight here. I can go pawn to h4 or pawn to h6 actually. Pawn to h6 I will to prevent bishop to g5, pinning my knight. And now if he goes pawn to g4, I always have knight to h4. And frankly, this is just like a French defense, but without the bad square bishop. Normally in the French defense, this light square bishop will still be stuck here. But this is a bit French defense without the bad bishop. Okay, he brings his rook to support his deep pawn, which is good. Okay, now I will castle. Goes pawn to h3. I don't really understand this. Maybe he wants to go for g4. I don't really get. This looks like a waste of time for a move. Yeah, he goes pawn to b4. He wants to fianchetto his bishop. He can't really push because I always have knight to a5. I don't have knight tips. What? You come here. Now this is not good. Because now I have pawn to f6. Okay, pawn to f6. There's no g4 trapping my bishop now because I take your bishop. So I'll go pawn to f6. And usually if I can get this successful break in the center where your knight takes, and I just have this protected passed pawn. Oh, he takes. Oh, that cannot be good. Hmm. He's bringing his rook now. Maybe the idea is to go here and bring this knight here. That is true. Maybe I should go attack this pawn now. Yeah, he can push here, but I have knight to e7 and rerouting on this side, so I will go pawn to f4, a5, sorry. Yeah. Okay, he goes pawn to a4, defending this pawn. I don't really like that move. I think it would have been beneficial for him to reroute like this. Okay, now I'm going to take this bishop because now I can replace my knight. Why would you take your e pawn? Interesting. Now if I come here, there's pawn to d4. Pawn to e4. Is there take? Knight takes. Wait, here, take. Queen has to take. Um, and this e pawn is slightly weak. This e pawn is slightly weak. Alright, let me go here. Queen to d6, just defending this e pawn. He goes for d5 anyway. Interesting. Idea is to come here. I have queen to f4. And if he comes here, I have here. If I take his knight to take, I don't like that. And he'll come here. Ah. Ugh. But if I come here, I allow him to take. Yeah. I'll go for queen to f4. I don't like the idea of taking and allowing his knight to come and challenge my queen and this bishop. And if he does want to go for pawn to e5, this is completely different because now he has this weak. I can come here or here. Let me go here. I like my queen to be on g5, better than h4. That's odd. That's odd. Isn't that just a blunder? Yeah, it looks like it's just a blunder. Because I get the two rooks, do I? No, I do not, in fact. I kind of do, though. Yeah. Do I? Wait. Wait, yeah, this is a blunder, right? It's a blunder because I take his queen. Yeah, and this is not it. This is not it. He noticed. Okay, he messed up. He messed up. And why do this? Why pin your own knight to your king? I have here threatening all sorts of attacks. Okay, I'm gonna get the win. Oh, finally! I'm going to get a win. Oh, after like how many losses? This pawn is weak. He cannot defend it. Yeah, finally, we are going to get a win, guys. Okay, his idea is here. Let me stop any infiltrating ideas. This pawn still hangs. This pawn is also weak. This knight is also weak. So we just take this slow and we slowly win. I can come here hitting this knight. I can double. I can come here. They all look good. Let me just bring another piece. Wait, what if I come here hitting this knight? This knight can come here. I come here attacking this knight. You can't do this because I take. So your rook has to defend probably like this. Okay. I like this. Yeah, and look at this. Oh, this is miserable. Okay, now I can come here and threaten this. But now his knight can come back. Whatever. But this knight can come back. Goes back here. I don't like that. There's knight to c2 hitting the rook and the pawn. Here, he loses here. Oh, interesting. You hung a pawn. I will take. You're getting here and here, but there are bigger threats than that. Check. I can just take here. I'm going to take because he can't take any pawn yet. Because his knight. Wait, what? Can you do this? What about your knight? Who defends your knight? Now, who defends this pawn? Hmm. Okay. Yeah, now your knight is free. Annoying. No, I would have come after this pawn. Oh, favor, open your eyes. Okay, but the knight still can't. The rook still can't take because the knight is still hanging. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Once I wrap around this pawn and I get this pawn, now this should be totally lost. Hmm. Wants to go after this pawn. Interesting. Let me read my king. He comes there, I come there. Okay, now there is this check. We don't have pawn to g5, and there's no here, because I come. There is this here. No, that works actually. What if our TV comes here? Okay. I think it's about time I sacrifice my rook for this knight and go into this winning endgame. Wait, I should have just done that. Okay, but he lets me do it now. Yeah, but this is not. Nah, this is losing. Ah, this is very lost. Just bring your king. Push. Come here, push. Ah, this is very lost. Nah, this is losing. So we might see a resignation very soon. What is this about? Does he want to give me this chair? Doesn't matter. Okay, he comes back. That is not going to save you. Does he want to come here and blunder this? Oh, that'd be sad. So I think we might see a resignation very soon. Is he gonna resign? No, he refuses. Wow. What does he think he can do here? With the two pawns running like this? What does he hope for? I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, he resigns. Oh, we finally get our first win of the day. Okay, wow, this is taking forever to load. Let's jump straight into another one. I get a game against a 2254 rated player. Let me play the Sicilian. No, is he gonna play the open Sicilian? Interesting. What is this? Well, I'm gonna take control of the dark squares. Since you're gonna give me control of these key squares, I will go take them. I will take them, alright. And you also block the adequate development of this bishop. And just block the development of this bishop all round. Oh, I think this was a misclick. Oh, judging from the time spent, this was probably a misclick. Judging from the time spent, this was a misclick. Yeah, this was the wait. No, this could be a line. I don't really play the Sicilian all that much. 91% accuracy. Fly. I don't really play the Sicilian defense all that much, so this could be a line. I can't really go queen to b6 for obvious reasons. Perhaps no, this check up same. Or does he want to go for this attack? Oh, that would be nice. Let me go pawn to a6. Just fight back for this square on my side of the board. This is usually a good move. Oh, he short castles. Interesting. So he doesn't want to go for a big fight. Interesting. Mm. Goes rook to c1. I will just develop my bishop to d7. Probably knight to b3. Stopping me from going queen to a4. This opens the diagonal of his bishop. Interesting, I don't get it. Oh, does he want to play pawn to c5? Wild. Uh, Maybe he does actually. Okay, will I come here then? So if he plays pawn to c5, I can take. This queen can take. Honestly, I don't even like that either. I can't come here to trade this knight. I like this a little bit better. I kind of do actually. Yeah, take. Queen takes, take, take, and then there's here. Okay, I like this. I like this. But he can just come back. Oh well, if he does. Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna bring my rook. Target this pawn. Since my knight already has some pressure on that pawn. Okay, now he takes, alleviating pressure on this pawn. He goes queen to d2. Probably threatening to come here and get this bishop. I want to move this rook then. Actually, let me move this rook here. Because I just saw that there's knight to d5 ideas hitting this undefended pawn. So let me go and defend that. Okay, now that it's done, this bishop isn't doing much. I'm going to bring him here, target this pawn. Pawn is defended. Okay, now what do we do? Okay, when you're in a position like this, you don't know what to do. Look at your pieces. This knight has not moved all game. It's not really doing much. So let me come here. The bishop can come here and I can come here. With my knight to e5, he can come here. I can come here. And I'm okay. I am in fact alright. I can come here though. Yeah, I can actually. Here, here, here. There's f4. And here. But then there's take and take. And I lose this bishop. I don't know. I don't want to lose that bishop. I'll go queen to a3. Not yet, at least. Okay. I'm surprised he still hasn't gone knight to d5 because it's like he comes back kicking out my queen. I didn't. You guys. I just trapped my own queen. Oh my god, you can't make this up, guys. You cannot make this up. Today is just not my day. I don't know what to say. Today is not my day. Today is not my day, guys. I just trapped my own queen. Today is just not my day. Today is not my day. Wow. Got my own queen trapped free of charge. Absolutely free of charge, guys. Free of charge. That's what we're doing today. We're just getting our queen trapped. And this is so bad. I don't even have any kind of sacrifice. Because he'll just take, and I'm just going to be down a piece. That's lovely. All right. That is absolutely lovely. That is lovely. Just trapped. Effortlessly trapped. All right. Nope, 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 nope. Ah, and I had a solid position. I had a solid position here. Knight to d7. What did I say? Knight to d7 is the best move on the board. Knight to d7 is the best move. And this is not that good. Knight to d7, best move on the board. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Trap my queen. Knight to d7, best move on the board. But no. Alright. Alright, I'm going to take a break, guys. I am going to take a break. Like a 10 minutes break because I don't know what's going on right now. I'm going to take a break. Alright, back again. I need to get back to losing. Oh, I might just on tilt, guys. I might just on tilt. Why is my phone glitching? Alright, I will be getting into another game pretty soon. I get another game. I guess it's with 244 of the player. Uh, from where? With that country, I've not seen that one before. From Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan. I don't know how to pronounce that. Azerbaijan. Okay, wait. Let me see how you pronounce that. Azerbaijan. Ugh, sounds wrong. Um, the transcription. Oh, it goes this. Okay, Azerbaijan. Wait, I beg.
Azerbaijan. Alternative.
Azerbaijan. There's no way. Azerbaijan. There's no way. There's no way it's Azerbaijan. That is something else. Alright. I'm gonna attack this bishop. If he wants to trade, he trades. I'm gonna take back with my queen, develop my knight, and I have a comfortable advantage as I have a stronghold in the center. I'm gonna go pawn to e3, get ready to develop this bishop and castle. Oh, they took lights. Lovely. Which means that the inverter will soon die because my mom is watching TV. Ah, nice. Goes knight to a6. I'm not going to lie, I do not understand. Maybe he wants to go pawn to c5. Oh, the idea is to go pawn to c5. So maybe I can go pawn to c5 myself. And then he can go pawn to b6. I can even push all the way, and that would be very strong. So I'll go pawn to c5. Okay, he goes pawn to c6. Okay, now I don't like that. Because now, anytime he pushes pawn to b6, he will have a weak c pawn. And now his knight on a6 is just offside. He goes pawn to b5. Ideas of pawn to b4, but I can just en passant. I can come here hitting this, but then he'll just defend. So I'm gonna do this. And now, do I want to go knight to e5? Targeting this. Oh, I have knight to a4. Oh, yes, this is a strong move. Knight to a4 is very strong because now I get knight to well, I control the c5 square. I'm not going to go knight to c5 just yet. I'm expecting queen to b3, but I just have this. And honestly, right, even a move like queen to c2 isn't that bad. Perhaps I should have castled first, because now I will have some slight issues castling. Oops. Look at that. When was the last time I was down on time? I mean, I was up on time. I mean, he goes queen to c7, which is not a good move. Well, I mean, it's not bad, but it walks directly into rook to c1, which is now much stronger than it would have been. Hmm. He goes bishop to d7. Interesting. Now, knight c5 does come with a little bit of tempi on the bishop. Even though I don't really plan to take the bishop. Hmm. So I see the idea. If I take, oh no, he just hung the pawn. Oh sorry, he just hung the pawn. My goodness, I've been hallucinating a lot. Yeah, I think he's just completely lost now. Hmm. Yeah, I'll just castle now. Hmm. Target this pawn, threatening rook to c7. So yeah, this game will end very quickly. Fairly quickly. It stops rook to c7. I can't take, and I will actually. Because if he takes here, he hangs this and this. Oh, he does. Look at that. Oh, I didn't see that. I did not see that. Does it change anything? Not really. This is still losing. Okay, this should be enough. It's playing surprisingly fast. Um, Wait, hold on. If I come here and I let him take here, and he takes, I don't like this. If I take and I come here, he comes back here. If I take, okay, this is winning. If I take, I come here, okay, this is winning. Because even though you come here, I come here. Hold on. No, that doesn't. Oh, and I even have this. Oh, look at that. I even have this pinning the pawn to his king. Yeah, but no, that is not enough. Wait, wait. Wait, why can't I just push? Hold on. If I push, he takes, I take back, that's losing. If I push, he pushes here. If I push, he comes here, but I queen with check. So if I push, he takes. My king takes instead of my rook. Wait, why does my king take instead of my rook? If I push here, push, I come back, push, that loses. So he comes here, still loses. So push, and this is over. What is this? I queen with check. Is it going to come and stop the pawn now? Oh, but this also loses. Yeah, this also loses because I have this check. Unfortunate. Now he's coming here. He wants to come after my pawns. But it doesn't matter. I'm up a rook. However he wants to do it, I will still win. There we go. Okay, now he's coming after these pawns. So which pawns should I protect? I think I'll protect this one. I think this pawn is more important because it holds down this pawn chain together. So now let's bring this king. I'm surprised my opponent is refusing to resign here, but this should be over. Okay, what is he doing now? Yo, man, it's okay. Just resign. Oh, shit. Oh, Jesus. He wants a rematch. I will not accept your rematch. You refuse to resign. Alright, let me. I want to analyze that one. Why not? I don't know why they made that game so slow. Because it's not even my network at this point. Okay, maybe it is my network. So this was all normal. Yeah, A3 is its best. This is good. Yeah, C5 was the top engine move. Wow, I was right. His idea was to play pawn to C5. So let me play pawn to C5 myself. This is inaccurate. They wanted knight to A4. Sorry? They wanted me to take and then castle. Why? Oh, I get it. They wanted me to do this because this bishop is dead. This bishop is dead. That's why they wanted me to do this. This bishop is gone. That's why. This bishop is gone. This pawn is weak. There's. Oh my god, that would have been so strong if I saw that. I guess it's. Oh, this was wrong. Just ignore the crazy person. And there's knight to a4 here. Interesting. This is not very good because it gives him play on this b file, which he did not go for. Oh, I am. Wait. Oh, defending. And bishop to d2, d7 is wrong because of this. Yeah, and this is just the loss of a pawn. Oh, and this was clean. Oh, which means that. Oh, wow, this was clean. Wait, hold on. This was so clean. I mean, yeah, it's all the same. Alright, this was clean. 91.7% accuracy. First. Alright, let's get into another game. Hopefully, this will be the start of something good. A comeback incoming. You never know, guys. Oh, I get a game against this guy. Dozier. Oh, my rating has fallen down so far. He's played the Dutch defense. Interesting. I'm just going to develop normally. I'm going to knight f3, stopping pawn c5. And why is he playing it like this? I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen it played like this. Yeah, but now I'm starting to think that I want to safeguard this bishop. Pawn ch4, I don't like. Relinquishes control of the g5 square. Pawn h6, I don't merit, but I'll go pawn to h3. He goes queen to e8, weakening this pawn. Idea is to push here. Interesting. Why would I go pawn to d5, stopping it from going here? Because I'll impasant. No, this doesn't work. Why? Why doesn't this work? First of all, the queen can just come back. And then why is my knight here? So I'll go pawn to d5. And he goes pawn to e5 anyway. I can en passant, and I will. Now wait. I can come here. I can come here. I'll come here. Usually when you're going knight to g5, that means there's some threats of this check on the king, but that is not the case in this position. Here he goes queen back to e7. There's ideas of this now, but the knight stops that. I can come here to pin, but then the queen can just move. I'll just castle. There's no knight to e4, which is a very natural move. Okay, he comes here, hitting my bishop. I can come here or here. I'm going to come here, defending this pawn and staying on this open diagonal. Now he comes here with his knight. Oh, he does it like this. Now if I take, his knight will come. Okay, so what if I don't? What if I come here? He'll take, and now his bishop is open. But I have ideas on this part. And this pawn is not so weak, actually. Ah, okay, I'll go for this. I like this. Oh, he has pawn to g5. No, that doesn't really matter because I just go back. Hmm. Go screen to h4 with ideas of this, but the screen looks trapped. Now I can't go king to h2 because he'll take. Wait, I can actually. I can't go king to h2. His idea is to come here and go for this, which is also bad actually. Wait, did he just blunder this? Okay, he didn't blunder anything yet because he can come back here. But king to h2 looks very strong. But that's just assuming he goes pawn to g5. So if he doesn't go pawn to g5, his queen is entrapped. And then king to h2 is just a waste of a move. Okay, I'm gonna go rook ac1. It does go for this. I do have here, but he has here. Not necessarily afraid of this. So his idea is that if I take his knight gets here. Okay. This opens up the F file. So what if I don't take? He takes and he's threatening this. Interesting. But wait. Why do I have to take? Oh. But I can just come here. And now if it takes, I take. And there's no here, I think. Yeah, so I'll grab this pawn. Yeah, I just come here. Oh, I even had here. I had. No, that's not good. Hmm. Okay, he wants to go for this. Wait. No, this will be very bad. Interesting. Hmm. So his idea is to come here and take and threaten this. So what if I come here now? Stopping him from coming here. He will take. And I will take. And he'll play rook here. And I'll bring my queen. And then he'll fork. Okay. So what if I played here? Take. Wait. What if I took this knight? I was saying that's very if I come here. My knight. He takes. If I come here, he has here. What if I just go pawn to g3, hitting the queen? That would stop all this. The queen can go here or here. But this bishop is gone. What if I kill here? Oh, that looks very bad. What if I took this knight and came here? He has this check. I come here. He takes. Wait, no, he can't take here, 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 and here. And then here. Take, take, take. And I pin. Oh, this looks crazy, but I'm going to go for it. This looks crazy. This looks crazy, but I'm going to go for it. You can come here too, but it doesn't change much. This is weak. This pawn is sort of strong. This pawn is also weak. And oh, why did that? Can take like this. Can come here. To take like this. Interesting. I'll grab this pawn. I'm taking this pawn because this pawn activates my queen and my bishop. Okay, now he takes. Damn. Now if I take, what if I don't take? If I come here, and there's all kinds of threats. What? What? Why would you do this? I'm gonna bring my rook here on this open line. Hopefully my queen is not trapped again. And I have a thing for getting my queen trapped. But my queen is in fact not trapped. Hmm. Oh. Oh shit. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna call it a stream, guys. I'm gonna call it a stream. Yeah, this today is not my day. Yeah, how many games have I even lost? Like so many. Too many. Yeah, now I'm gonna call it a stream. It's obvious I'm just tilting. It's obvious I'm just tilting. Yeah, it happens, guys. It happens. You tilt, you untilt. It's life, guys. I'm out. Thanks for watching. I'll probably be back tomorrow.